Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you this special bulletin. There is never a shortage of foolishness when it comes to the executives of studios, whether they are video game studios, movie publishers, or whatnot. There's never a shortage of stupid to be said, to be found day by day. So if you focus on content creation, just calling out the stupid, you will never be without content. And what I'm talking about lately, right now, is, well, a little something that Epic CEO Tim Sweeney had to say in criticizing Valve because, well, Epic has any room to be able to criticize Valve. But CEO Tim Sweeney says Steam should drop. I said Valve. I meant Steam. Anyway, moving on. Should drop its made with AI tags. AI will be involved in nearly all future production. And you have a large customer base that wants to know these things. So why would you want to hide that from people, Tim? Let's see what his full quote is, because it's as dumb as you might think. Quote, the AI tag is relevant to art exhibits. Are you trying to say the video games aren't art, Tim? For authorship disclosure. Well, they should be there for video games for authorship disclosure. And to digital content licensing marketplaces. Video games are digital, but whatever. Where buyers need to understand the rights situation. You mean like digital video games and understanding? Anyway, Sweeney wrote on X in response to a user calling for Steam and other digital marketplaces to drop tags. People are defending this. People are doubling down on this. Quote continues, it makes no sense for game stores where AI will be involved in nearly all future production. Well, then maybe we should continue. Maybe we should go further and further with the AI tags. Customer information, informed purchases. How did you use the AI in your work? Did you use it on the voice acting? Did you use it on the backgrounds? Did you use it on the animations? Let people know so they can make a 100% informed purchase. But Sweeney's quote gets even better. Why stop at AI use? We could have mandatory disclosure for what shampoo brand the developer uses. Because, of course, Tim Sweeney's going to double and triple down on stupid. Customers deserve to know, LOL. You're not funny, Tim. You're not hip. You're not with it. But the thing is, few people had stuff to say about good old Tim Sweeney's statement. Someone from Valve, which is why I got mixed up in the beginning of this. I'm not editing it out because I don't know how. Moving on. Valve artist says that's, quote, like saying food products shouldn't have their ingredients lists. It's similar, maybe a little bit far down the comparison spectrum, but I do think it's slightly comparable. As Epic's Tim Sweeney and more call on Steam to drop the Made with AI label. Again, personally, I'm not sure how I feel about it because I have ideas on AI and AI uses when you're creating something. If you are a single person and you don't have the finances and the funds to do one thing or another, but you want to showcase your ability to code, your ability to, show what kind of mechanics you can use in storytelling and whatnot, but you really want voice acting in there, do you use AI? Is it okay to use AI voice acting when it's a single person? Or maybe you go around down the route and you hire some of your friends or just get them in on the act. It's a very slippery slope. It's open for discussion. There's some people out there that as soon as they see that AI tag, they are out, and that is their prerogative. Others don't care one way or another. They just want a fun product. They don't care how it gets to them. It's going to be a discussion, a heated discussion for a long time to come, because I do believe Tim Sweeney is correct. More and more, and unfortunate or not, more and more AI will be used. Will it be overused? Will it be used to improve? Or will it be used to actually produce? One of the ideas that I've always had, and the questions I've always had, No Man's Sky uses procedural generation for their planets, correct? Is that different from AI? And how much different is that? Y'all let me know in the comment section. Thank you for making it this long, but let's see what the debate is on this lovely article from Games Radar. Steam's way of categorizing AI is causing a debate. Good. We need to debate things. We need to discuss. Bring them out in the open. Discourse is swirling around Steam's AI labeling after Epic Games CEO Tim Sweeney doubled down on calling out the platform's handling of such assets. Again, I think Steam should go further. Give the customers all the information that they need to make their purchase. How was AI used in the creation of the video game? Matt Workman, a cinematographer and motion capture specialist, posts on Twitter saying Steam and all digital marketplaces need to drop the Made with AI label. They're not going to. Because customers, I think that would have more of a negative effect than keeping the label in. Because people will just stop buying things and waiting even further for informed reviews. Because he believes it's becoming meaningless. Because who cares how the product is made? And yes, there are some people out there, like I said, some people out there that do not care. But there are others that will turn away immediately if AI is used in even the smallest amount. AI, oh boy. Sanchez, an artist who's contributed to Counter-Strike at Valve, disagrees. Quote, this is like saying food products shouldn't have their ingredients list. Customers should have the information to decide if they want to buy something or not, depending on its content. The only people afraid of this are the ones that know the product is low effort. And I think that's one of the chief complaints people have against AI. They believe it to be low effort. You will have others that argue the opposite, that it takes a considerable amount of effort to put in the prompts and the information and just get that picture just right. You make the decision for yourself. I'm not here to sway you one way or another. Matt Workman, Steam and Digital. I read all this. The only people afraid of that? Okay. Workman responds that art isn't comparable to food or appliances because they can be harmful to your health and well-being if improperly advertised. How about it's harmful to my wallet and my sense of taste if I am not properly informed? Workman's quote, I'm not afraid of the label personally. Then why are you telling people to get rid of it? Why do you want the digital marketplace to remove that label? I think it's not enforced on Steam and the rules are not clear for developers or players. Then that's where the discussion is necessary. Open up the dialogue. Find out what is and what is not enforced. Find out what information is necessary for the AI tag to be on there. Give Steam the ability to enforce it properly. Put a section on the games. AI was used. You click on the little hyperlink or whatever, and it takes you to a section in the screen in Steam page where you have the description. Here is exactly what AI was used for. To streamline a process used in perhaps some voice-to-text, text-to-voice situations where they didn't want to, didn't have the voice actors available, perhaps. What other uses of AI could there be that would get people to turn away from a video game? Where do we draw the line? Again, that is for each individual person to decide. I'm not afraid of the label personally. I bet you are. They have another exchange over the distinction between household items and creative works before Sanchez adds that labels for AI are an ethical concern, saying we shouldn't, quote, excuse a technology relying on cultural laundering, IP infringement, and slopification. He continues, I know I am not alone thinking that creation is a matter of creators, not prompt engineers. Again, that's an argument and a discussion to be had. You'll have those. You're not actually creating anything new. You're pulling things from across the interweb because of a prompt that you put into a computer program and then perhaps refining it yourself. Is it truly your work or just a hodgepodge of other people? You decide for yourself. Educated consumers will pick an original over a counterfeit. I do believe that to be true. I personally would prefer something made with love and care and compassion. Where does this discussion go? Where does it stop? Do you think the comparison, food product, an ingredients list, an ingredients list for video games, for movies, for TV shows, for the little shorts you see on social media that are oh so entertaining. What sort of disclaimers and program uses do you believe will be necessary down the line? How much will AI permeate our entertainment? I guess we'll have to wait and see. And I'll enjoy watching all the foolishness and the silly things people say and covering it here. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, leave a dislike, do all those nifty little things that YouTube is begging you to do. Let me know what you think in the comments, and I hope to see you on the next one.